Hi and welcome to part 8 of Power Yoga for Beginners series. We started 8 videos ago and I had curated these 8 videos just for y'all. And this is the 8th sequence that we are going to do for my favorite lower body and legs. And this would really help build that strength, that flexibility. And we need to understand that mobility comes only when we have some amount of stability in our practice, and that is what we're aiming at. And I wanted to tell you that all the series in these part 1 to part 8, by beginners I don't mean it's going to be easy. By beginners it means I will break down each and every asana for beginners so that you actually find it easy to do the asana or access the asana. As the practice, it should be challenging, it should be something you feel like, oh my god, what was that? But coming back to it and practicing it again and again will build that stamina and that strength. Without any delay, I want you to roll out your mats and let's get started with our centering practice. Hands on your knees or your thighs, and you can roll your shoulders back and down. I want you to lift your spine up as you ground the tailbone down into the mat. For today, I want you to take your attention not towards your breath but towards the toes, the soles of the feet, your ankles, your calf muscles and shin bone, your knees, your thighs, both quadriceps and hamstrings, your lower abdomen, your pelvic region, your hips, the tailbone, and the entire stretch of your lower back. I want you to feel or visualize both your legs and notice how they are feeling today. Are they feeling light, heavy, or maybe some discomfort in and around some part of your lower body? And I want you to just observe this. Wherever you are at today, I want you to take a breath in. As you breathe in, I want you to guide that breath in towards the lower body, up until your toes, energizing both the legs. And exhale and release anything unwanted. Maybe pain, laziness. Inhale in towards both your legs, energizing up until the toes. And exhale and release. Last time I want you to inhale and exhaling, release and relax. Slowly blink open your eyes, and I want you to stand up on your mat for today's warm-up. Feet are hip distance apart. Now by hip distance, it doesn't mean hip means, oh, my hip is big, so I will keep it big and wide apart. Hips are basically these joints that are fixated. I want you to keep your legs right under your hips. Now just to stabilize the body, I want you to lift both the toes. As you lift the toes, I want you to feel a point right under the big toe and also the little toe and the one in between. So here, here and here. I want you to lift all your toes and ground your body weight on these 3 points. It should feel like a tripod. Push down there and then place or ripple all your toes back down and try to still continue to feel these 3 points on the mat. So really ground yourself here. Now as you ground yourself, lift yourself up as you really lengthen the spine as if someone is pulling you upward. I want you to start with your warm-up, hands on your waist. I want you to take your toes and ground them in towards the mat and lift the heels up. Exhaling down. Do it with intention. Inhaling up as you push the toes into the mat and lift the heels up. Keep it there and exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhale and down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. We do 2 more here. Inhale and up, lengthen through the spine. Don't let your shoulders slouch. Take it back and down. Exhaling down. You can have your hands on your waist, tucking that tailbone in. Really holding or visualizing yourself move that energy in towards the core of the body, the center of the body. Stay there, stay there. Think of thinking at one point. Look at that one point in front of you. Don't lose that balance. Stay. For 2 and 1. Awesome. Release. You can shake your legs off. Take the right leg up, inhale, and stay there. So now I want you to concentrate on your left leg and ground it down. So really ground the foot into the mat. Even if you're shivering, it's okay. And if your knee is hurting, softly bend that opposite knee and lift the leg up. So you feel that sense of balance and you're not locking the knees completely. Stay there, lift the pelvic floor up, that is the lower abdomen, lengthen the spine. Last 2 and 1 on the other side. Place the foot down. Think of grounding the foot down and then lifting the other foot up. As you do that, don't lock the knee completely. Keep the knee softly bent and lift. Now as you do that, tuck that tailbone in, lift that lower abdomen, lift the spine, stay there. Focus on one point in front of you. And you'll observe that one side is always better than the other side, which is completely fine. You can come back into the position if you've fallen back down, that there's no failure or anything like that here. Last 2 and 1. Awesome. Shake that leg off. You're like, oh, we started with a challenge, didn't we? Okay. Feet are hip distance. Now open one time. Open the second time. Now when you open the third, I want you to point both the toes completely outside. Make sure they're in one single line, so 180 degree from one toe, heel, the other heel and the other toe, and then go down into a squat position. Now what will happen? You will tend to move forward. I want you to tuck, lift and then go down. Hands on the waist, go down as much as you can. I know you can do this. Stay there. You can keep your elbows on your inner thighs and really push out. Lift the chest up and stay. Breathe into this pose. Lift the chest upwards. Don't fall down. Don't collapse down. 2 and 1. Don't release the legs yet. Keep the legs right there. Inhale, come up. Release any tension that you were feeling. Breathe in, and as you exhale, go back down. This time hands on the waist or in front of you like this, and you'll start to pulse slightly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Ground the feet. I know it's okay. If it hurts, we're warming up. 5, 6, go lower. 7, 8, 9 and release and relax. I want you to shake those legs off and release. Okay, so let's start with our main practice. I want you to come to your Parvatasana or mountain pose here. Keep the feet hip distance apart again. And now what's the feelings? I generally see people moving forward. I want you to really press into those palms, lift the heels up and press your chest towards your thigh. That's where you will find that stretch in your hips, your lower abdomen. Really breathe here, release any tension if you want to walk your feet out and alternate as you press one heel at a time down to the mat. Try not to lose the connection of your breath as you move. And you can come back to a stop with the heels up, softly bending the knees, pressing the palms, chest towards your thigh, and raise the right leg up to the ceiling, whatever that means to you for today. Holding it there for 2 and 1. Right foot in the center. So really swing that foot in between the palms. I want you to have a good length at the back. I want you to sink the hips down. Don't be here. Right knee and ankle in one straight line. I want you to lift and keep your hands first on your hips or thighs. Tuck that tailbone in. Go down fully. Very good. Your hips are pointing towards your knees. Chest is also pointing towards the knees. Knee and ankle one straight line. Take both the hands up in here. And I want you to go down and up here. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Last 4. Very good. Lengthen through the hands. 3, 2. Go down. Hold it there. And 1. Drop the left heel at the back down. So you're placing it like that. So heel, toe is pointing forward towards the side and my right toes are pointing towards that side and both the hands in line with my shoulders. Rolling your shoulders back and down, sink into that posture. I know you're finding it difficult where you're shivering. It's completely okay. Stay there in your Virabhadrasana 2. 2 more breaths, gazing at the front hand for 2 and 1. Dropping both the hands down. Take the right leg back as you shift to your plank position. Dropping the knees down if required and taking your vinyasa as you melt towards the floor. Either hover the chest or completely drop down. Come up to your Urdhva Mukha or Bhujangasana and back up to your Parvatasana or Adho Mukha. Exhale completely. Now raising that left leg all the way up to the ceiling as you inhale. Let's do the same on the left. Taking your left foot in between the palms. I want you to sink that hip down. Look forward. Straighten that spine. Really lengthen the right leg at the back. And then take both your hands up. Now as you inhale, lengthen up. As you exhale, pulse down. So 1. Softly bending the back knee. 2. Very good. 3. Awesome. 4. 5. 6. Last 2. Come on. 7. And 8. I want you to drop that right heel down, making sure the front toe, the heel, and the inner arch of the back foot are in one straight line. I'm turning back, but I can still see if you're doing it wrong or right. So really sink into that posture and look how it feels from behind. It should feel like as if there is a wall behind you and you're sticking to it. Really sink. Last 2 breaths here. 2 and 1. Awesome. Release into your plank. Dropping your knee down if required. Hovering the chest or dropping completely down as you exhale. Inhale, come up, shoulders away from your ears. Exhaling, hips to the ceiling. Good job. You can breathe in here. Either stay here or move to your child's pose for a breath before we move to the sequence 2 of our practice today. You can stay here with me. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Once again, deep breath in and a long breath out. Right leg up once again. Inhale and swing that right foot in between the palms. And I want you to place the left palm down and take the right hand all the way up. We have done this in our detox sequence if you were there with me. If not, no problem. You can always go back and practice that. Now when you're here, the back heel is off. Your palm is down just next to the right foot and you're really lengthening that right hand all the way up, sinking that hip down, gazing towards those right fingertips, holding it there for 2 and 1. Dropping the right hand down as you drop the back knee and really lengthen that left toe at the back. Now find your hands on your hips here again. Tuck that tailbone in. And then really sink into your low lunge or Anjaneya asana. Relax the shoulders. You will see in your practice that generally shoulders try to tense up. Really relax them. Breathe into the posture. For 2. Every time I'm exhaling, I'm going further down. And 1, release those hands down. Good job. Tuck the left toe in, move to your plank, drop the knee down or not. Hover the chest this time. Try to at least. Inhale, coming up, shoulders away. Exhaling back to your mountain, hips to the ceiling. Take your left leg up as you inhale for the same sequence on the left side. Swing the left leg in between the palm. Drop the right palm down. Take the left one up. The back heel is off the mat. I'm sinking the hip down and I'm keeping the front knee and ankle in one straight line and then lifting up. Now, if this is taking you off balance, I want you to place the left palm on your hip so you can create that sense of balance and still remain in the asana. Wherever you are, try to find certain amount of stillness and ease, especially through your breath. One last breath here as you exhale. And drop it down. Drop your knee down. Toe pointing at the back. Stabilize yourself as you tuck that tailbone in and really sink. Very good. You can hold the waist and with each exhalation going further down. Relax those shoulders wherever you are today. You're doing really well. Last 2. And 1. Drop those hands down. Tuck the back toe in. Give yourself space. Move through your plank. Drop the knee down. Melt to the mat. Hover the chest if possible. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, hips to the ceiling. Again, you can take your break in your child's pose or stay with me here in your mountain. If you're here in your mountain, take the heels all the way up. Press your palms into the mat. Chest towards your thigh. Really feel that spine lengthen here. Awesome. 2 more breaths wherever you are, either in your child's pose or here. For 2. And 1. Now take that right leg for one last time all the way up to the ceiling. Swing it in between the palms. And I want you to lift the back leg off the mat. Now here, I want you to flex the toe and hold it there. Yeah, very good. The front knee is bending softly. And now if you're balanced, I am shivering too here. If you find your balance, I want you to release the hands and place them on the waist and slowly lengthen up and up. Find that length through the spine, straighten the back leg and try to create a 180 degree from the head to the toe. If you feel like you're wacky and you're shivering here, you can always keep your fingertips down on the mat for 2 and 1. Drop that back foot behind. Keep the left toes down, the left heel also down. Your left hand on the shin bone, the right hand up. Notice that my knee and ankle are in one straight line as I sink into my reverse warrior, gazing at my right hand or the hand which is up. Finding length through my breath. And 1, really release. Coming back to your plank. Knee down. Exhale. Melt. Inhale, coming up. Parvatasana as you exhale. And release with an open mouth exhalation. For the last side, take the left leg all the way up as you inhale and swing it in between the palms. Fingertips down, raise the back leg off. Your toe is pointing towards the mat. Stabilize the front knee. You can bend it softly and see if you want to lift your hands off. If not, stay down. Lengthen the leg, lengthen the spine. Create that 180 degrees, staying there for 2 And 1, drop the fingertips down, drop the toe down behind, create length, then drop the heel down. And I want you to cartwheel the hands as you place the right hand on the shin, left hand moving all the way up, gazing at your left fingertips. Sink into the posture. I know this is not really easy. Stay there for 2. Lengthen through the breath as you really take that left hand all the way up. And 1. Very good. Exhaling back to plank. Dropping the knees down. Completely melt. Inhale up. And Adho Mukha Svanasana as you exhale. Melting the knees. Mat distance apart. Both your hands forward wherever you are. Drop your head down and take that well-deserved break. For the last sequence, it's going to be more of fast stretches. I want you to join me in my mountain pose here. Now bring that knee and bend it towards the chest as you shift the body weight forward and move into a pigeon pose. So drop the right knee towards the right palm and the left toes towards the left palm. Tuck the back toes in and really guide your knee behind as you sink into the mat. And I want you to find that position for yourself where both your hips are equally distributed. So the weight should be equally distributed. I'm just going to come slightly forward so that I'm completely visible here. Pressing my fingertips down, I'm going to lift up. I have no idea why we call this the pigeon posture. Like, I don't think any pigeon is this flexible. But now if it's called that, we're going to do it. If your ankle is coming like me, you can always use your hand to correct it and then deepen the posture. And you will feel both the hips and the lower back open up. A stretch in your quadriceps as well, and really push away. Last 2. And 1. I want you to sit back on the mat now as you really sit on both the hips, guiding the heel towards the pelvic bone, and your toe is pointing forward. Now wherever you are, adjust yourself so that your chest is facing your left leg. Bend that knee, take both the hands up as you inhale and lengthen, and as you exhale, I want you to hold the outside of your foot and raise up. Really use that thigh to allow your chest and your spine to expand. Now as you're here, ground the sit bones into the mat and really pull yourself up. Breathing here for 2. Flex that left toe towards you. And this time you can guide your chin towards your shin and lengthen or straighten that knee only until where your chest is still stuck to your thigh. That's where you're going to feel the stretch and exactly right amount of stretch with the right posture. And slowly release. Both your hands back to the front of the mat. Tuck the back toes in and move back to Parvatasana as you exhale. Bend that left knee and bring it forward. And I'm just going to change the side so that I'm visible to you here. So if your left knee is forward, you're going to adjust it to keep it at that 90 degree. Tuck the back toe and slide that knee further behind until where you feel both the hips are equally well distributed with weight. I'm going to place my fingertips down and really raise the spine up. Now when you're raising the spine, you should not feel a strain on the lower back. So really tuck that tailbone in and feel your spine lifting upward. This is a great stretch for those of you who are sitting for long hours or standing also for really long hours. It really helps. And if you're an athlete doing some other kind of workout, maybe gymming or running, this stretch is something that just suits all and fits for everybody. It's definitely one of my favorite poses in our yoga asanas. And release. Bend that knee and sit in your posture as you turn your chest towards the back foot. For me, it's the right leg. I want you to have the toes pointing towards you, raising both the hands up as you inhale. Really ground those sit bones into the mat, and as you exhale, I want you to paste your chest on your thigh as you grab the foot from outside. Lift the chest up once you're already there. Even if you have to bend this much, that's completely okay. Just do the right posture so your body really gives you the right alignment. Now stay there as you lift the chest up, feeling that thigh right under your spine. And as you exhale, pull your chin towards the shin. I don't want you doing this. I want you to go towards without looking up. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. And slowly release. We're not going to do another vinyasa here. We're just going to lie down on our mats and hug the knee towards the chest. You can rock side to side here or just stay stable. Have your hands on your knees, and I want you to create small circles with your hip or your lower back. So the knees are bent, your palms are on your knees, and you're moving it in circles with your toes pointed. You'll feel the entire lower back, one at a time, on the mat as you circle them, and on the other side. Last one. Placing both the feet down, I want them to be hip distance apart. And I already explained what is hip distance to you. Now, before we move up into our bridge posture, I want you to tuck that tailbone in and really feel that spine elongate on the mat. So I am not pressing into the mat, but I just feel my entire spine laid down on the mat. Now, keeping that position, palms by the side of my hips, I'm going to squeeze my glutes and lift up. So, if you can see, I'm keeping that alignment and I'm thinking of lengthening rather than squeezing. So, I'm lengthening that spine, creating that length, toes are pointing forward, palms are driving into the mat as I raise up, and I'm creating one line from my knee, my hip, and my shoulder. Staying there, breathing into the hips, breathing into your navel, and exhaling, come back down. You can draw the feet mat distance apart and dropping both the knees to the side. So both the knees are touching the mat separately as the feet are wide apart. Inhaling up, you can either have your hands to the side or like me on my hips, wherever you feel comfortable for today. Dropping your legs to the other side. And come back. For today's practice, I'm going to have my feet together in Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose in my Savasana, just to relax the lower body. But if this pose is uncomfortable for you or you wish to just straighten the legs, you can do that. Today's Savasana, you will just stay in silence, allowing your mind to throw any thoughts at you, and without judgment, just observe and acknowledge these thoughts and let them go. This is the most powerful practice that you can do, is just to be. Giving yourself permission without any judgment, without any kind of restriction, to just allow your thoughts to flow. I want you to stay here for 2 minutes in silence, and I will guide you out of the practice once your 2 minutes are done. Slowly bring your attention back towards your toes, your fingertips. Notice if there's any light shining through the eyelids. Gently wiggle your toes and your fingertips, and lengthen your legs if they aren't already, keeping the feet together. Interlace the hands above the head and give yourself a good and long stretch. Toes are pointed, arms are extended. You can bend both the knees and turn towards either side. Excuse me. You can bend the knees and turn towards either side and sit up on the mat. Keeping the eyes closed, we will end like always in our gratitude practice, having the spine erect and your hands in namaskar in front of your chest. I want you to think of one person today, whoever comes to your mind, to express your gratitude towards them. This could be for a small reason, a big one, or something that happened really long ago or in the near future. Whatever it is, thank this person with all your heart, and with the big smile on your face, slowly start to rub your palms, spreading that good heat energy. You can cup the palms, place them on the eyes, the face, the chest, and your entire body. You can slowly look at your palms and blink open your eyes. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. We did 8 different lower body asanas, and I am so excited to say that you have finished all the parts of your yoga sequence, and if you haven't, then you should definitely do it. This is just the end of the series, but not the end of our yoga videos, so I will keep them coming. If you have any suggestions, you should definitely drop them in the comments below so I know what you're looking forward to. But until then, I hope you move with love. Bye-bye.